Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Mantle and its token MNT. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. The price of MNT right now comes in at around $1.10, market cap at around 3.7 billion. Out of the, from a tokenomics perspective, out of the max supply of about 6.2 billion, about 3.3 billion, that is about 54% of the max supply is in circulation. Again, it's getting close to that 60% threshold that we like to do or adhere to on the channel, where the impact of new releases due to a higher release of existing supply gets diminished. So something to watch for. Again, not financial advice. Right now it's at around 54%. Over the last 30 days, Mantle has grown by about 58%. Over the last 7 days, up by about 9.5%. If we look at some of the market cap based ranking, it's ranked number 33rd on market cap based on coin market cap based rankings. Over the last 1 year, if we look at the price versus market cap chart, more or less the same chart. If we look at what this crypto is about, is on chain DeFi and basically interoperability between traditional finance and decentralized finance through the Mantle network. Again, what makes it unique is again, as they say over here, it's backed by multi-billion-dollar treasury and features of networks of established partners and collaborators. So again, those partners include Ethena, Securitize, and Bybit. And per the coin market cap article, there is no single founder for this crypto. There is a DAO governed and accelerated program, and more innovative products such as the METH protocol and FBTC functions, and that those are all the narratives related to empowering users through unified financial services platform, such as and for that purpose, the MNT token that we are discussing today, as they describe, powers this ecosystem of governance, staking, and innovation. In terms of now looking at the and it's a ether based contract, at least that's what it says over here. There has been a migration, I think, where BitDAO has migrated on Mantle network. Over here you can check out that information. In terms of right now, the price action $1.10. In terms of the polynomial regression based fair value estimation, the fair value is at around 75 cents. That means prices are above the fair value, represents about 0.83 risk. This model did identify the April and 2024 and January 2025 overvaluation when the risk levels went above 0.9. So coming up close to that level, this asset was in very low risk territory back in early July. Again, this chart is available on cryptoweeklies.com. This is a dynamic chart, but it's a live model, so the regression based fair value reacts to the recent price action but does not change its shape, historically speaking. So back in early July, this crypto was heavily undervalued. Looking at again, it's a newly released token, that's why we don't have a machine learning based model. It's just around since the last bear market of 2022 was over, so needs to be around for one cycle to make machine learning based forecasts. The key line that personally speaking is of interest is this dotted red line, which is this 2 standard deviation residual applied to the fair value regression polynomial regression line. Whenever the prices are close to that dotted red line, they signal at least a start of a euphoria phase. The last 2 times this happened was back in March, April 2024 and December, January 2025. The price did eventually go. Back then the dotted red line was at around $1.15, whereas the price peaked at around $1.44, so about 20% higher than this dotted red line. This dotted red line has an upward swing now. It's a non-linear model of regression function using or trying to understand the non-linearity between the price and time, especially important for altcoins which do not go straight in a straight line with respect to time. They have a sine wave kind of a function with respect to the time. Right now the dotted red line is coming back at around $1.15, but with a recent bias or shift towards the positive seasonality. So in the next few weeks to months, if the dotted red line, if we were to extrapolate using this function, the historical function as a guideline, again extrapolation is not that great in terms of statistics, but if we were to extrapolate that towards the end of the year 2026, the 2 standard deviation based ceiling for Mantle could be somewhere at around $1.70, and if the prices were to go slightly 20% higher than that, that would be another 34-35 cents. So that takes the price action close to $2.10 level. That's the extrapolated future for Mantle. Right now the risk is at around, with the price at around $1.10, that represents a regression based risk at around 70% per this model. If we were to look at the 20-week simple moving average based price fluctuation, again 0.7 the risk over here as well. This is the price with respect to the 20-week moving average. Did find the 2024 and the early 2025 peaks, as well as some of the bottoming for Mantle when the risk levels were less than 0.2 or 20%. If we were to go with this model, the in the short term the price could cool off at around $1.40 if there is a halt in the altcoin rally for a brief period. Again, a $1.40 is the intermediate peak established by this model. The time weighted average price model says that the time weighted average price is coming in at around 75 cents. It's not too the risk is not too elevated at this point. It's only 50-55% per the time weighted average price risk. Back in April, that risk was in, you can see over here, at close to 100% in December, January 2025. This December 2024, January 2025, the time weighted average price risk was 0.82. So this time around, if the time weighted average price risk were to go to 0.8 level, with the time weighted average price flattening out at that 0.75, the intermediate peak could be again at around $1.40 for Mantle, with again short pullback from that point. If we are looking at an estimated bull run peak at $1.70 is the intermediate estimated bull run peak. This is again not accounting for any euphoria in the market. This is just risk based models as they present their raw values. Right now the weighted risk is at 0.6. In terms of risk, if the weighted risk were to go to 0.95 per today's data, the estimated bull run peak with the data that we have today, and historically speaking based on the price action, the estimated bull run peak is at $1.70, representing about a 53% gain from the current price of $1.12. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.